In 2018, the Meg movie emerged as a pretty successful summer blockbuster, leading to the development of a second film titled The Trench. Immediately following the sequel's premiere, director Ben Wheatley confirmed his hope that the Meg 2 would resonate with audiences and pave the way for the planned trilogy. Wheatley also indicated that he already had draft scripts for the third movie, expressing grand plans to expand the underwater world of giant monsters into a full-fledged franchise with spin-offs and other standalone projects. According to Wheatley, the underwater realm holds plenty of unexplored and intriguing elements that sequels, spin-offs, and prequels should unveil. Currently, there's no clarity on when full-scale production will commence. Nevertheless, Wheatley harbors significant ambitions for the trilogy's conclusion. The director also shared that during the filming of The Trench, he discussed future plans with the franchise's main star, Jason Statham. The actor reportedly even reviewed early drafts of scripts for the third film and was enthusiastic about the writer's vision. It is emphasized that the next movie is intended to wrap up the trilogy featuring Statham. The director's lofty ambitions and the involvement of the franchise's key star suggest an engaging experience for viewers, promising to reveal new aspects and mysteries of the underwater realm of giant monsters. While the exact start date for full-scale production remains uncertain, the existence of ready script drafts for the third film signals a serious commitment to concluding the trilogy and potentially extending the Meg franchise further. Anticipating the successful continuation and expansion of the Megverse, one can expect that Ben Wheatley and his team will delve deep into the richness of the underwater world, crafting captivating plots with new and astonishing creatures. Mysteries related to the origin of giant monsters may unfold, and the mythology surrounding these creatures might expand. Spin-offs could introduce unique characters and narratives that complement the main storyline, while prequels might offer a journey into the fantastical past, perhaps even to the emergence of the very first megalodon. These approaches have the potential to inject diversity into the franchise and deepen audience interest. Certainly, the success and enthusiastic response from viewers to upcoming projects will play a decisive role in determining the trajectory of the Meg movies. These strategic steps serve as a reminder of how Hollywood studios aspire to create cinematic universes, unlocking the potential of popular films through the development of entire franchises with diverse storylines and characters. Given the director's ambitions and Jason Statham's involvement, several intriguing directions for the third movie can be anticipated. Firstly, the clashes of monsters. In the trilogy, one can expect even more massive battles between megalodons and other underwater creatures. Perhaps new monster species will emerge, creating epic showdowns in the deepest corners of the ocean. Secondly, the exploration of underwater mysteries. The film's protagonists may embark on a perilous journey to unveil all the hidden secrets of the underwater world. This could involve searching for lost civilizations, ancient artifacts, or remnants of previous megalodon battles. Thirdly, the introduction of new characters. Bringing in fresh faces with different motivations and backgrounds could inject a new perspective into the franchise. Their stories could intertwine with the fate of Megs, creating dynamic and gripping interactions. Fourthly, a deeper dive into scientific aspects. The Meg 3 could delve into more detailed scientific insights into the origin and behavior of megalodons and even other new monsters. This could add more realism to the narrative and additional elements of scientific fiction. Fifthly, a potential threat to the world. Viewers might be surprised to find that underwater monsters could attempt to conquer not only the ocean but also the land. This could pose new challenges and dangers for humanity, adding unexpected elements to the plot. With these creative directions and the team's potential, the Megverse has the opportunity to not only provide thrilling adventures but also raise interesting questions about the interaction between humans and nature, as well as the limits of our knowledge about the underwater world. A year ago, purported leaked information hinted at the inclusion of the most ancient creatures considered extinct in the third film. At least the Cthulhu is mentioned, and there's speculation that it might become the main antagonist in the Meg 3. The events of the first two movies could have awakened the Cthulhu, which had been slumbering in the depths of the ocean for thousands of years. Its emergence could catalyze new dangers for the protagonists. Alternatively, it could be the result of a secret scientific experiment conducted by humanity in an attempt to control underwater forces. In the Meg franchise, it could be perceived as a myth turning into reality. One can imagine that, along with the Cthulhu, other ancient monsters dormant in the depths of the ocean are awakened. These could be primitive life forms that evolved separately from our world and are now resurfacing. Cthulhu could pose a threat not only to underwater creatures, but also to ships, cities, and other objects on the ocean's surface. Depending on the storyline, it might be seen as a ruler or dominant dominant representative of the underwater world, wielding influence over other underwater beings and introducing new dynamics to the franchise. Actually, there are plenty of fantastic ideas for the plot of The Meg 3. The story could center around the creation of monsters that mutated due to ocean pollution and the impact of human activities. This could add a social or environmental context to the narrative, besides Megalodons envisioning other underwater predators such as giant squids or sharks with unique characteristics is possible. Even giant medusas could become unique and captivating adversaries. Their venomous tentacles and ability to glow in the dark would create a menacing atmosphere. Microorganisms or bacteria, altered by various factors, could pose a threat to the ocean's ecosystem and ultimately to humanity. In addition to naturally created monsters, the plot could involve technological threats like destructive underwater machines created by humans aiming to control marine resources. But I believe the third movie could be a bit more fantasy-inspired, based on storylines from the myths of various cultures, such as sea monsters from Norse or Greek mythology could take on tangible forms in the film's context. What's even more intriguing is the possibility of introducing an entire underwater civilization. It doesn't necessarily have to be called Atlantis. Screenwriters can come up with something unique. The plot could incorporate underwater civilizations with sentient beings and their own conflicts. Perhaps the protagonists encounter ancient societies or entities possessing powerful knowledge and resources. For them, the Cthulhu could be akin to a deity they worship. So let's summarize. In my vision, and judging by leaked information about The Meg 3, the entire underwater world finds itself on the brink of catastrophe. The heroes encounter not only colossal megalodons, but also the mystical Cthulhu, awakening from its ancient slumber. This epic clash brings destruction and peril to humanity. Simultaneously, the mystery of an ancient civilization unfolds, proving to be the key to salvation or annihilation. The heroes realize that Megs and other underwater creatures are the results of intricate ecological balances, and the Cthulhu is the last resort to restore order in the ocean realm. The intense conflict among humans, monsters, and underwater civilizations leads to unexpected alliances and sacrifices. Hope comes from an unexpected source, the ancient knowledge of civilizations, pointing the way to peace and cooperation among diverse life forms in the ocean. The heroes understand that preserving the underwater world depends on their ability to coexist with its astonishing diversity. Thus, The Meg 3 concludes with a bold statement about the importance of preserving the ocean's peace and its incredible biodiversity, emphasizing that the grandeur and awe of the underwater world can be a source of wonder and respect, not just fear. Subscribe.